and they say Oma here Kobra Sante dia me penny say Mahama obeba bu no na mombu amaya NDC for pe omu omaya yen Ghana for ye pe na nkabiti na nima kambu zanse na dia mu pe no ane de wahi dia mu pe no a Akuffo Addo 8 years one farmer mo a montumi anka no monka kire dia mu pe enu be twemu a Professor Addo obiebie na no kika nsem eno nyina kasa onu free wa this woman aglow woman em so what the ono so abeka if we don't approach corruption then we are doomed to fail and blah 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 chese after the amount for nya the vigor the vim amount for to me kasa nana je that you have method double bow.
You don't have to buy a gun. You see, these are people are more outlive or more usefulness in this current political dispensation. And these characters, I'm not sure say any serious mind will take them serious. Because, for instance, some of these journalists are over the years. Where they belong. These are guys who sit behind microphones just to satisfy their bellies. And over the years, the track record and the life they've lived in this country clearly, say, these are people who are there just to fill their bellies. They are not journalists. And Ghanaians do know them for who they really are. Mansa Musa, let me tell you something. This particular change that you've seen in Ghana today, Mahama coming back, wasn't because of the traditional media and the so-called old journalists who you know. And young people took the destiny of this country on their shoulders and used the new innovative platforms to send a message to Ghanaians out there. Say people who are ruling us, are not Democrats. They are criminal imposters who are just fronting democratic rule. And for the past 8 years, some of us and other people have been on radio advocating, educating people, telling Ghanaians who they really are. While these guys sit on their platforms, use their platforms to make money. Sabrante Yalbo was on a Sempa FM. Catch Ghana for say a call. You see, the Wayaman the constituency people should vote for him to go to parliament. This is a guy. All the criminal galamsey activities are caused to omunim. But because some of them were feeding them like dogs, they come on radio and then they support these people. That is what I'm saying is that these guys, where we are going, these guys are not relevant. So you don't even need to waste your time. Because some of those platforms, trust me, no Ghana for the same way waste your more time to go back to those traditional media for what? Because people know who they are. Or they wanted the status quo to remain. Because as long as the status quo remain, they are relevant. But if Ombakachura said Mahama Mebu or Maya, John Mahama Nimdienti or Bae, he knows the responsibility that has been handed down to him. So and Obakachura know what he has to do. And say, or anybody to take advice from her, he would rather take it from people who fought, told Ghanaians the truth, They are the very people who can buy. People know baby and mujina. And as I in class journalism now, I say maybe a mijina had that kind of way. Me say I come over the years growing up. Your friends say Mansa Musa. So also radio, not the two radio stations. NDC niti MPP ni eteha asamba ako we twekwa na we yapia kwa ha. Na o ye journalist o te medal na obe clear issue na ma the average listener na ye very okay with what exactly the issues are no. They also already test messages. So I know that they leave the average Ghanaian in a pool of confusion because we are unable to tell. This is the kind of journalism some of us are. But young people are very frontal. They will address the issue irrespective of why. The issue is if it is right, it is right. If it is wrong, it is wrong. And that is the point. So those people now, they don't matter. They are irrelevant. They've lost their essence. And they are only shopping and struggling for attention. And highway now, we are moving forward. Debia Maka, I am happy John Mahama is here today. any support, any assistance that he is needed or the best succeed, you know, Ghanaians and people are ready to give it to him until he veers off. Because trust me, nobody will be willing to support a rogue government. For that one, it can never happen because it will not even sit well with our conscience. So as long as he remain on the side of good and commit to doing the good things about Ghana for no, we are here supporting him just to ensure, say, we lay a solid foundation for the next 4 years. The ultimate Ghanaian dream now all of us have been asking for. No, yet and then because of desperation, young people are traveling out. And no be to Ghana and I say, so when two kwanya nkwa buchi and so be why must I so all the energetic your friends saying
what kind me be me pese make any their your friends Freddie Blay anope enwumre ade amesi oka man mebu afunu no oko asempa na nkomomu a twetwe nkomo na ebedu LGBTQ friends saying bill no say Akuffo Addo sign say Akuffo Addo on sign intend okeka ya tutumu so no na dwen nyina no omoni advices ehihie kire a ompese Akuffo Addo be sign na the reason is say me rehwe o say wo sign a na wo wie na ko Germany a Germany for no de o musika be show mbotom sika na yema obi na onya bi kura metua o soja foka na se ye wonipa black Africans go say omo na ye advices omo na omo ye nipa kasa obojo microphone tia na che mu future no ebia na wo kan ye o e so obi edwane free o.
Yeah, Master was I think say na young people are mobile no obia fa no ho adwen. You see ya young kra na omudi tro kire nse panyin bia nim nyansa sabe Master Musa if you go back to your primary school days I'm sure you know classmates school days no mu nim nyansa, but I'm not sure so mu nyina wu ebrim da so tiase and there is no guarantee so mu nyina beduru age no mu nim nyansa what the make can say so
exactly
so that is the situation we have. So the mere fact that some of these people are grown up, no, automatically no interest of winning nyansa. And the way a government, not because of that cheap alliances and also definitely no things will play out like this way. This is a sovereign country. When it comes to making such critical decisions, a border on the social values and the ethics of your country overwhelmingly majority in the country are saying the LGBT no yampe. And somebody sit there and says that because of a token, our from Germany, because of a token, free baby, you know, the sovereign will of the people of Ghana no should be trashed because of higher man. The idea to raise money from here, no, because Nimdia Niho, somewhere the entire Akuffo Addo government, the entire 8 years has been going to the bond market to go and borrow. Yes. The ingenuity, the wisdom. Back to bear to ensure, say, this is our homeland. We have a lot of resources. We have both natural and human resources. It is up to us as leaders to manage these things so well to the extent that young soon we can take care of ourselves. But the sense to do that, these people don't have it. They lack it. And the only way I know more want to say, young carbon is the reason why this is going out as an opportunity. But to me, you know, so what a young person now, now has Akuffo way in our bambebu is the reason why some people call me and say, Ivan, media Ghana no mini hope because and sometimes you can begrudge them Mansa Musa. This I'm planning for 80 years, 70 years. Or Kasa said yes, I cry Kasa. And to what Nasa, these people are the very people managing the country. How can you have hope in this country? So I'm sure say young people should not give up. We need to continue pushing because, like I said, there is no single country in the world that one passes through fire to get to where it is today. There be a major reference to France. France was a country where it got to a point even poor people were not given the opportunity to vote. The first class, second class, and the third class. It took a revolution to reset the entire country, and France is a destination people go. We know the story of Germany after the Second World War. The country was virtually in fragments, shared among the world superpowers then. Russia was taking part, UK was taking part, America was taking part, and then France was taking part. And then look at Germany today. They've been able to put pieces together to get to where they are today. So I think with the enormous human resource, coupled with the enormous natural resource now.
You see, as if you are in my mind. This is a country, yet me export to hundreds of millions of gold worth of gold anadu midnight na country, you know. Yes, but hundreds of millions worth of gold every month.
Yes.
Let's say open ibi or to me say say we sign here untimi ko jiska free Germany for what. Na yekoya na say by.
So that is why I told you. So when you have criminals fronting a democratic country like this, this is what you get. See, the natural resources never have, and they cannot put it to use a bit to me. Ghana near the Ghana is a small country. If you compare it to some of the countries, even America, California alone, you can't compare Ghana. There are countries, cities that are even bigger than Ghana. Even Nigeria, Abuja and Lagos, and that's what Kaboma. It's almost bigger than the whole of this country. So exactly. This is a tiny land here, blessed with your friends say a lot of natural resources. All that you need is leadership, Asabi. Agreeing yansa not only greedy, not only ready to invest in its people. Because the biggest investment is to invest in man, not in properties. Because when you invest in man, the output, very resourceful. Oko Europe, for the service sector and other areas, and I'm bringing them to where they are today. Because in America, and because of the technological evolution, look at what it has brought. Several other countries, but because they invested in their people, they invested and make sure say, among for I am very innovative. That is what will take you far. By a hano. Nipa ninya sika o wia de kosi real estate na wasesa sika go abonten or could be account for abonten. They don't invest in people. So look at our schools, look at our hospitals, look at our social system. Housing is a problem in this country. So aspect and so I think the meaning now on leadership now over the years in one mistake be can't say penny be any nyansa antino chrome high say a man for air bob brabone cry you don't criticize. Okay, not too and no a boy a former BC and but as a Kenya me say ne Ghana ni average Ghanaian and hunyansa because of these advocacy platforms they are available among for dear. The war can't say nyansa nima we penny cry nipa can't say we penny dear say we are working nyansa nim and I think the stage we are today and it will help us to move on. So encourage you don't give up. Let us keep fighting. I'm sure say Ghana will get there.
Nana Jemmy, you be me say me kai was saying be no waka na. Yen touch on oral. Fine no we oral no. Oral literally say almost operation retrieve or recover all loot. Just dey be a loot to be back here. Now some people have taken some sort of how do I put it? I quite say a binuma started who commentary be to say there are public institutions that are established public institutions to deal with such issues, such problems, and the rest of it. A binumusu can be this they have already started taking issue with it, so that it will be a witch hunt. And there's no need to witch hunt anybody, blah, 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 blah. I mean, question is, really, me sure say, I'm not a witch. Indeed, somebody is going around hunting for a witch. And if Ivan, so and family who, and
I think that the whole aura and some amount for a camper people don't even understand what is going on. So people are it's just misinformation and disinformation campaign that has been activated by some people just to say I didn't best start a crano now mark killing using the media. I am misinformation disinformation campaign because some now more can be anywhere no correct. Matter say we see duplication of your obia human as for there is no duplication. It's as simple as that. You see, Ora no, it's not an institution that is armed with prosecutorial power or prosecutorial authority, people should listen. It is not an institution. Yes, your friend saying, yeah, the state institution, because at this point, President Mahama any presidential power. He's the president-elect. Until he's sworn in, he cannot set up, he can't use the constitution to set up any institution. So that is the why almost the preparatory committee. And the mandate is quite simple. Mansa Musa, it is a platform that is only going to receive information.
Gathering information, yes it.
That's it. So Ajumana Oyeno, Ajumana Ora no. A man for a yadada. For instance, let me take Manasa Azure using his media platform.
Yes.
Right? I investigation Oyeno. I am for a day tips and answer for command on the Wurama Kwakoye. So more or less, that is a platform. So it's the same thing. This is a platform a certain individual say, or complain, and answer Munso Muwabia, bring it to us. We will do further investigation. I gather all the relevant facts at the needed institutions to carry on with prosecution. So they don't even have the power to prosecute anybody. So which hands you know whatever? Me I can decide to do the same thing. Maybe I say we evidence will be at say or evidence of corona fabreme or the premier. Then somebody will come attorney general. It's the same thing. It doesn't mean say I'm usurping any or anybody's authority. Whose authority are they usurping? The government says say it's a usurpation of your friends say obi authority. Which authority? Because they don't have prosecutorial powers. Institutions no more prosecutorial powers and has to do with the AG and then your friend is saying the special prosecutor and maybe to certain extent you couldn't as a forum or more those power to do investigation as a forum. When they receive the information, you just have to delve deeper to get relevant documents. So by the time I ever do prosecutors no honor, nanya fena we will go into a fishing expedition looking for evidence. No, ever do honor. Na nema biya ready that I de mount. And Sadia way, dear Namania which hunting. Dear Namania usurpation of way. And people don't even understand what is happening. The president can decide, say, in as president. He can set it up in the form of a commission, whatever, and give them a certain legal framework within which they will operate. But as of now, no, and yet Obiaka say unconstitutional, so it's because it's just a platform keka. It's omusiwa. They are just mediating between themselves and the people. Omunya niamana. Then you forward it to the appropriate institutions to take it up. For instance, issues depending on economic crime, it will go to Yoko. Political corruption, it will go to either the AG or it will go to the special prosecutor. Okuja Tone ni team do not have powers to say they will be court. Their job is to receive your friends a complaint. Now Obi receive since when Obi receive complaint I no buy a bonnet. Mansa Musa. Because yes, I'm for boy chrono, I'm for we and sassy, and it is true. So all that you have to do is evidence via Wobiano, Facomas and Akuffo. And I'm the mails ne other contact we have about thing. All you have to do is to sell it. Na neemano nyedi na wojia obetimi agina so dia ye bibi because asem na ye can ye court to asem. You need solid evidence that are incontrovertible to be able to prove beyond every reasonable doubt in court and send it to me stand it. So when you receive these complaints now, you now sit down, you prioritize, look at them, they obetimi evidence ya emu ye duru now what they are caught. And then also age other institutions nothing stops anybody say war or near my obetimi they call straight. So I think it's just for my elder just to speed up these issues of corruption because Akuffo Addo and his appointees cannot go scot-free. That is the idea about
them not going scot-free. Let me ask you this. That's why I try by I think when this question of recollation or whatever before then, I'm renting out my betty duka crashing immediately. Bochenku. Eko Ghana Gas Head Office. Nanka omo kosra walam fubi omo kohwehwe no. As it is mu won krofo am behwehwe omo pa o say abronye no mo ne wuntumi no ni walam fu no an office oye kasongo no Ghana Gas no say ye hu bebi owo no. Just a move on crop from very home.
Mansa was a me the kind of politics are me you know sometimes I don't even put value on these individuals so they are just chaff in the system. You don't even waste time on them. You understand? I think that
But they must be everyone. No, it's not going to make kind of lie to you. But people have to account for their stewardship of whatever they've done and what it has transpired. They need to explain.
Yes, and me.
Yeah. Okay.
Me, even President Akuffo Addo must answer for his crimes. There is this argument. So, okay, your constitution, you know, Mawahu. Say, be a president, no free or immunity from prosecution. But Mansa Musa, what I can tell you is say, we need immunity from investigation.
No.
Yes. So, some of the things President Akuffo Addo has done, I am expecting that we set up a routine commission and broadcast it on national TV every day. He should go there and explain to Ghanaians why he did what he did. Your friends say prosecution by a chance are there, no? He should go and face Ghanaians and tell us why Nipa nyansuo num na economy ne say na all the CKC cathedral. He should go and explain. So be am for court. But what the TV so now what church Ghana for you meet a looting commission and you explain to them. So you see some of these things, people should relax. There are several avenues that can be employed just to ensure that these criminals don't go scot-free. Because in the last 8 years, one day, we have a conversation and I'll take on the economy of this country and explain to you in graphics. Some more time I'm for taking a try, but I will take it and explain to you in graphics the extent of damage Akuffo Addo and his tiny band of family criminals, what they've really done to this country. Now, so we are. Ebia crowd there, one can see form court. Ebia battery too.
Ebi so abeka CNC start you here. Anyway, imagine that no what can say you meeting no mystery sir. Was it nyame or de Akuffo Addo be dealing no himfa?
O me say o Jim or Jimmy. Onyanya no one daje.
Yes.
You see, so we are panyin na say de asodie sha wonsa and as a president and kyerɛ sɛ ɔman no mu nim nyansa akyɛn obia.
No.
And as a ɔman no mu ho yɛ fɛ kyɛn obia.
Very.
Because me sure say ho fɛ na edidi president and Akuffo Addo de me nya sure say nka edi plaster house ani mu okran ko betwam. But Ghana for nya hotoso ehu say at some point in time when you wetimi adi ani ma yɛ sɛ no mo de saa tumi ni sha wonsa. Se omo de saa tumi ni sha wonsa wo mfa nimu nipa anim animtia. Wo mfa ntena nipa so. Wo mfa nya dwa na hantan. Ko saa tumi no ɛyɛ den ye befre wonsa. Ko Rollins betena konwa so for 19 good years and now hwehwa Rollins a wonhu ba bia. Kufo bedi akonwa 8 good years and now tifie. Obeya ade a ogi so obi so ni mu anya sa ono ankasa kura ntumi nya. Atamnos be president wo hwehwa na wonhu no. Enti we are president a what is no who sa nema we nyina na ade ba kwa se we ye ne say you need to respect people. But from day one Akuffo Addo started say omfa nidie ne we magana for to at some point in time kasa free na numba kra no se be na yin krase kasa ko gina hemfo anim ka kire omo say mohu sa meba mon sorry na meba na moto mon tan oko kumase ama kumase for ka say papa nana ye to aba mawo ewo kwa abere ya kwan wunya nya mayen enti ye serew ye bibi fa ho asommpanyina wudu onidie manipa no de obetimi aka nya abotere Ghana no so ebeduru mo so even say wonya kra na this is what you tell the people to assure them.
Sure.
President aka kire omo say okokromoti ye wo de obi antumi ntretin no eduru abato na wonto mana de opefa okokromoti ye. This is a president speaking to people, and that impunity and arrogance of power no and they play out in the last 8 years. And the economic side, bossy on my boy ya sabinyansa nim and wafasi no edge cut. At some point, MPP for ankasa ko papa nanim ko ka say your party nie ya sero keno for at and you missing chan. Do you know say nipa no mu di animu ekwaye saa de no? Oma bo mo de atu omu.
Oh, you know. In
Apia
fact,
fu de atu.
I'm waiting for this guy to respond to my request, Mr. Is it Mire Finidi? Also can NPP for MPN for your ways,
Yes, ya tutu omu nyina. Enti mo se musa e na meka se bone Akuffo Addo adi no. Ono de Nyankopon kasa otwe na so sesi a ebe ye ntentem. So ohia mre to deal with it because baby Ameti, I think he's the most terrible president and the most Ghana for a nightmare and a Akuffo Addo. And the chapter will forever be consigned to the dark pages of our politics. He's a name nobody will.
Yeah, but that was Bebre. Ivan, I'm telling you, I had me refi Ivan, but Ivan, yeah, or customer for just say most political platforms in Ghana, no, mostly now, me who know, friends who or other places, and open it here anywhere he is, and sometimes I think he comes out with his own blog or vlog or Facebook.
Yeah, my main can't wait. My be your friends saying no podcast or YouTube. Channel there Ivan Che Innocent One on YouTube. And see, oh, share and I say you want to get in touch, just go there and subscribe to and on Facebook and say Ivan Che Innocent One. Let's get interactive.
Ivan Che Innocent One on YouTube, right?
Yes, and the same name on Facebook.
And same name on Facebook. I tell you this: if you love what you hear from Basantali, Adele, if you love what you hear from Edudzi Sabafru, in fact, if you love what you hear from Sami Jemfi, believe me, this Ivan guy is something different. I will tell you the truth. Find his, locate whereabout his whereabout and listen to him, as he said on Facebook and on YouTube.
You remember, sir, my university days.
Around 2019, thereabout, I think.
No, 2017, 2018.
2017.